This is the MOAB 2.0 Challenge Bar Freeze-Dried Edition. Oh God, I threw it across the room! 5-second rule. It is cool knowing people who do cool stuff. An acquaintance, a friend, a guy I know, owns this company called Fizzies, and he makes freeze-dried candies, and they are awesome. He's got a bunch of witty names when it comes to it, so these are, Charlie Chews. We got freeze-dried Rainbow Bites, which are Skittles. We got Jolly Balls, Jolly Ranchers. And so he takes these candies and he freeze-dries them, and they are freaking delicious. So like when I was a kid, it was like called, freeze-dried ice cream, astronaut food. So for instance, this is what the freeze-dried Skittles look like. Some of them kind of stick together, but they are so good. And you just get down on them and they're delicious. So again, growing up when I was a kid, we used to call this astronaut food. You get like freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches. Honestly, I was not a big fan of it. Nowadays, this stuff exists and I freaking love it. It is super cool. So I was talking to him and I was like, you know what? I like to eat spicy food. And I was like, hey, do you ever mess with anything spicy? And he's like, nope. And I was like, all right. I've got this freaking death bar, this MOAB 2.0. This is the third time it's on the channel now. I have eaten it straight up regular. I made a chocolate chip cookie out of it. I'll link these videos in the description below. This is one of the hottest things I've ever eaten, like ounce for ounce. It is outrageously hot. And now, we have a freeze-dried version of it. So it's in the wrong packaging, it says Charlie Chews on it. But I gave him this bar and I was like, also be super careful because he's got like a staff and commercial freeze dryers that he like freeze dries all this stuff with. And so anyways, I gave him the bar and I was like, be careful with your staff. I don't know if it like fumes are gonna happen when you're like the freeze drying process with this. So he came in over the weekend, he freeze dried a portion of one of these bars and then he packaged it all up for me and made this. So, all right, this is already gonna be super cool. Now, this is where, before I get into it, I'm thinking about trying to do a collab with him. So, I wanna do, potentially, assuming this is gonna be awesome, which I think it's going to be, I want to do like an approachable situation. So maybe we collab on like the whole bar, or maybe we collab on like, I don't wanna touch it, like one square or something like that, or like multiple squares, like we could freeze dry. Like this thing smells so hot. You could freeze dry like multiple pieces of it or something like that. Like an approachable thing. So this is a milk chocolate bar stuffed with spicy caramel, basically. But we could do like a habanero one that like is enjoyable. And then if you guys like it, we can do a super challenge bar, something like this, and do some sort of challenge. I think it'd be super cool. What do you guys think? Let me know based on how this is going to go, because I have no idea how this is going to go. So, this is what we got. So, all right, so these are like pieces of it. That's a whole square. So this is a whole square that's been dehydrated. So again, this is milk chocolate bar with the caramel inside of it. And this is a whole freeze-dried square. I am not gonna eat the whole square, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat the biggest piece of one of the pieces. And I'm gonna see how hot it is. Does it maintain its heat? Does it dull the heat at all? Does it taste good? All those kinds of things I'm gonna learn. My prediction is that it's going to be the exact same, heat-wise, and probably just as delicious. So this is what we're looking at. A freeze-dried chunk right there. Now, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't smell as hot. Like I don't see like on this, I don't smell the heat at all. This, I smell a stupid amount of it. Let's keep this in the frame. But yeah, that smells absurd. This doesn't smell hot at all. And I don't necessarily know why. I bet you, it might have affected like any sort of pepper powder that's in the chocolate, but I guarantee you, it is in the caramel. And I do know that he let one of his staff who likes spicy food, tried a piece of it and was like running for milk and water kind of situation, because again, this is like one of the hottest things I've ever had. Anyways, Let's see where it takes us. So there we go. This is the MOAB 2.0 Challenge Bar Freeze-Dried Edition. Oh God, I threw it across the room! 5-second rule. Oh God, it's so hot. Okay, the eating experience of it is better than this. Like the eating experience, like the chewing, because it just turns crunchy. Oh, it has not affected the heat at all. It is so hot. Oh. You can make challenge ice cream with this. Oh, think of like a cold cream. Or a Cold Stone, there it is, Cold Stone Creamer. My brain's not working kind of situation. Oh, it's so hot. Powder is so stingy. It's so stingy. Why's it gotta be so stingy? Oh. It's so good. I'm gonna eat another little piece of that. I'm gonna get one of the small pieces. So this is the tiny, oh, it's so hot. All right. So like, listen to the crunch. Let's see, I'll get it right next to the mic. Oh. Oh. It is fantastically delicious. Weirdly, so it's kind of hot. So, all right, a couple things. So you eat it faster in this way. I think the chewing experience, like the eating experience, is better here. If you're trying to do like a challenge, like people, like one of the challenges you can do is eating this entire bar in like a certain amount of time and do like a certain amount of burn. Like this bar is a half pound. It's a half pound, right? It's a half pound bar. People's jaws like start hurting from the amount of chewing you need to do because it's such a massive like piece of chocolate, like bar of chocolate. It's so huge. So like it's hard to physically get this thing in. This, you can pound the whole thing super quick. Oh gosh, it's so hot. All right, I'm gonna say heat scale, I'm at like a really high 5. If I would have gotten an endorphin dump, I would have called it a 6. But I'm at a super high 5 right now. Oh, it's so hot. But it's so tasty. It smells good. It tastes good. It's crunchy. You don't get like the caramel stuck in your teeth. I think this is like a fantastic vehicle on how to do this. Okay, let me know what you guys think about like a collaboration. Should I do like try to work out like a collaboration between Fizzies and make this thing happen? Because I think it'd be super cool. Gosh, it's so hot. Oh. Okay, let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys on the next.
Hey, this is Brian Ames. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.